Snow, and I am here joined by the owner and founder of the Reef Restaurant. This is Simon Cotton. He's been kind enough to take the time to sit with us so we could talk about his business and his life as a small business owner. Mr. Cotton, hello.
Hello, Niki.
Welcome to me. I guess I'm in his space.
Welcome to the Reef.
Yes, thank you. Okay, so tell me a little bit about the background of the Reef. How long have you had it? Where did the idea come from?
That's a big question. Well, simply enough, we opened up in 1999, so I guess that makes us 21.
Okay.
Legal in all 50 states.
Good.
Born for a love of Caribbean food and beverage. I'm married to somebody from the West Indies. I spent a lot of time as a youth in Barbados. Just liked it.
You just liked it. My next question was going to be what your relationship was with the Caribbean cuisine, but obviously that makes sense. Your partner's from the West Indies. So who does the cooking at home, you or her?
Share.
Sure. Good.
Yeah,
Okay.
for sure.
And what made you decide to open a restaurant? I mean, I have a love of many cuisines, but I don't have the aptitude to open a restaurant. Why did you want to do this?
That's another good question. I haven't really thought about that in a long time. Got a career going, I haven't really looked back. I guess I was serving tables, managing restaurants, worked in the kitchen for a while. When I was going to university, during high school, traveled around Europe, worked in England as a server, manager, I was getting pretty good at it, I thought, but I was always in school, and one thing led to another, and I started taking it a little more seriously, I guess, as I got a little bit older, and always had in the back of my head that I kept on rising up the sort of ranks of restaurant world. Busboy, dishwasher, expediter, waiter, cooked for a little bit, manager, sommelier, whatever, all this bunch of stuff, and it was like the last part of the puzzle, or the last part of the thing was to open, and I worked in a Caribbean restaurant for a while back home and out of Winnipeg for a little bit, and got to know the cuisine, the cooking a little bit more intimately then, and sort of messed around with it, and had a business partner at the time who was into it, and one thing led to another. And then after that, we opened up this restaurant, then we did the Reef in Victoria, the Reef on Commercial Drive, we got the franchise in Chilliwack, formalized the catering company, which was weddings and that sort of thing downtown, and then we did the food truck, and then another food truck, and then the retail division selling bottled product to Superstore and things like that.
I had no idea that your reach was so large.
Yeah, for sure. During the 2000 to 2010, 12, it was about growth for sure. In the last few years, it's been about sort of like getting older and sort of getting it more. It's a lot of work.
It's a lot of work.
Yeah, but it was good for sure.
So now you just have this location, or do you still have the food truck or the one in Victoria?
There's a food truck in Victoria, and there's a food truck here, and which I'm not actually taking out because of COVID.
Yeah.
Just focusing 100% of my time on the brick and mortar of the original location.
Got it. Okay, so what do you think most customers would say about the Reef? Like, if I were to talk to...
Good or bad?
Good. If I were to talk to Glenn Ulmer, also known as Bozo, about the Reef, about your restaurant, what would he say?
If I'm going to use Glenn as a sounding pad, I think he would suggest that it's family. It's comfortable. It's where, I mean, there's lots of restaurants to go where the food is better and the music is better and the wine is better and but I don't think there's many restaurants, or maybe, go to this case, breweries that generally love him. We have been able to create an atmosphere for a lot of people in the restaurant over the last 20 years where it's very comfortable. It's a very comfortable place to go for some people. So if you buy into that's your world, where you want to go to a place where you feel very comfortable, we can provide that. If you're looking for technical, brilliant, top-notch service of food, I think we do a good job at that. But if you want to just kick back and get to know and just be comfortable and be liked and be in an environment that is diverse, which is big for me. Inclusive, which is big for me. That is welcoming.
The first time I came here, it felt very inclusive. The Caribbean food was elevated compared to some of the experiences I've had before with either food trucks or, like you said, a takeout place. I've been to the Oakwyn Caribbean Restaurant, but the food here was really elevated.
But if you have a great staff, and you have a well-trained staff,
yes.
and you have a staff that, really cares, I can't tell you how many times I've been at home just doing whatever I'm doing at home with my wife and my children, and I get a text from any number of people I know saying, hey, we're on your patio, or a phone call, or a picture, or something like that, and that's awesome.
Yeah.
And there's a connection there, but I'm really free with my phone number.
Okay,
yeah.
Got it. Free with his phone number. Mm-hmm. We'll put it at the end. Okay, so
swipe left.
Swipe left. Tell me, what drives you to continue to move forward with the business? Obviously, it's you've gone from expansion, you've now pulled back a little bit, you have many different avenues. What keeps you moving forward?
Well, it's my livelihood, I guess. I mean, this is sort of, on one level, I have a deep connection to these four walls that I've been doing for a long time. But, not isn't only my livelihood, it's the livelihood of some people who work here a long time. And I have a lot of desire to make sure that they're employed and being okay.
Yeah.
I've worked with Miss Paulette for 21 years. I hope she's okay. There's a emotional side again. Go back to the emotional side, but there's a certain wanting people to be okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I want to be okay as well, but it certainly doesn't work on autopilot. You got to pay attention. The margins in restaurants, are pretty small.
Yeah.
So you can't let your labor go up too high. You can't let your food costs go up too high. But I'm lucky. I am incredibly lucky. I've created a work world that I really enjoy. And now there's some people I think in life that might not get that.
There's a lot of people.
If I decide to shut down next week, I can feel that I've hopefully done something okay.
Yeah.
Where I felt like it was good. I did a good job. And and it was an enjoyable job, like truly enjoyable.
It sounds like
yeah.
I believe you. I see it I hear the conviction in your voice. I see it in your eyes, and I think the common thread to this entire business is family. That's kind of where I'm getting. Whether you're supporting your family, you have built your family here with your employees, your friends coming in and you wanting them to feel like family when they come. It seems like it's very much about connection.
Yeah, and literally my family. My kids see here all the time. The staff know my kids. They know my wife. It's all very comfortable. It's a very comfortable, it gives back. What I put in, the harder you work, the luckier you get, as my dad used to say. So I've worked pretty hard and I'm pretty lucky.
Yep.
So this is an unusual time for sure.
Yeah.
But it's just enjoyable. I think anything you do, if it's enjoyable, you kind of keep doing it. Why do you stay in a relationship?
Because it's enjoyable. And there's a good connection. Hopefully.
Yeah.
Hopefully. Okay, so last question. Tell me, how can
last
I...
one?
Well, we could keep going for hours. I mean, you're a great conversationalist. So how can I and the local community, how can we best support you during this very unprecedented time? What's the best case scenario? Should we be doing takeout? Tell me, what should I do?
Well, every individual, every family, every household has a different set of financial constraints in this day and time. I mean, I must admit, I went through 70 days of doing takeout on the patio straight, trying to survive, trying to make ends meet and whatnot. And some people would come picking up takeout, and you would think there was no COVID on. There would be like they were not affected one bit. Their income didn't change, their paychecks came in, and it was time to spend time with the family at home. Awesome. Everyone's world is a little bit different. So wherever you fit in the whole comfort level of expendable income, if you're looking to put some of that disposable cash to a restaurant, lean into the restaurants that you love, that you like, and that you want to see survive, for sure. If you like the Reef or the Locust or whatever, and you live in the neighborhood, go eat there, do takeout from there. Try not to use the third-party delivery systems. Try to call and make an order online, pick up if you can. If you can't, use those companies for sure. You know, spend generously if you can.
Right.
Tip generously.
Right.
Servers are all looking to make a couple of bucks. You know, it's a personal decision of where you fit in that whole thing. We have lots of meals that you can take home and freeze, and we've got family-style dinners before.
Okay.
So there's lots of different things. What we offer, wherever you fit in that spectrum, it's not rocket science. You just spend money.
Mainstream. Keep it local.
Keep it local. Keep it real.
Thank you very much, Simon. You
Niki.
most certainly keep it real. I appreciate you being candid. Support local, shop local, talk to your local business owners like Simon. Come see Simon at the Reef.
Buy property.
Buy property, of course. Right. The Reef. Don't forget it. Bring your friends and your family.